say this is an organization video, what I mean is I put books back on shelves. That's what this video is. There's not that much organization happening. Hello, I am Jessie, the Sleepy Koala, and today I will be organizing my bookshelves. This has been a process, oh my goodness. So my husband and I have been wanting to redo this room, our second bedroom, for a while now. And what we want to do is turn it into a recording studio so I can use it for my videos and we can also use it for 17 Shard videos. But we also needed a place for our books, so we wanted to turn it into a library as well. And I am so pleased that we are getting a real library and it is going to be great. We have measured out and we can actually fit like 3 more bookcases on this wall. So we're gonna get there and then it's gonna be really big. We don't have enough books to fill that many bookcases. We only just have enough books to fill the actual bookcases that we currently own, though we are looking for another one still. But long story short, we wanted to renovate this room and we had to go through so many steps to actually do this. There were pieces of furniture in here that we had to get rid of somehow, whether we were selling them, whether we were donating them, or just getting rid of them. We had to move all of our books ages ago from where they were in the hallway because we had to get the carpet stretched. We had to move the bookcases for that to happen. So all of the books ended up crammed onto a single bookshelf, like double stacked, and all of those had to go somewhere. So those have been sitting in our hallway for like several weeks now while we've been trying to sell things and organize things. And there's still things in this room that are not done and not ready. Besides, you know, the bookcases behind me. We have a lot of art. It is on the floor behind my camera right here. And we need to get frames for it. We need to get about $250 worth of frames for it so we can then actually put it up around the house instead of having it sit on the floor and gather dust. But I think I'm also gonna get like a wicker basket or something that I can put the unused artwork in, because we won't be putting it all up. There will be some of it that we are just gonna leave because it's either duplicates or it's stuff that we didn't actually want, but it came in a Kickstarter or we got it in a pack or something, or we just bought it for the sake of collecting it, but we had no intention to actually put it up ever. We just wanted to own it. So there's some of that stuff too. A lot of it is fan stuff. Most of it is Sanderson stuff. But like there's some other stuff. There's some Green Brothers stuff. There's some like more traditional fantasy artwork as well that we got from Jordan Con. We have quite a bit of art to put up is basically the thing. And that is still all on the floor in this room. So the room is nowhere near finished once I do the bookcases, but I can finally do the bookcases. And even with the bookcases, that was a bit of a story because I tried to film this video the other day, which was going to be me building bookcases as well as organizing them. But turns out I, A, built one of the bookcases backwards, which kind of made it not good because they all looked terrible. And B, we quickly realized that those bookcases did not fit at all with the gigantic IKEA Billy bookcases that we already had. So what we needed to do instead was get more IKEA bookcases, which we've wanted to do for a while, but IKEA is consistently out of stock of Billy bookcases at the moment. They are really hard to get, but we found one secondhand and we got that in. So now I can finally put stuff on the bookcases and get all the books off the floor in the hallway. It's gonna be so good. I'm so pleased. I have no idea how I'm going to organize this. I don't really have an organization plan because I've never really organized by any good method before. Like I don't organize by author. I don't really organize by genre. I don't color code things. What I normally do is I take the books that I like the most and I put them in the most prominent position on the shelf. And then I do that for all the books that I want to. And then after that, I fill in things around it, which are generally, I start with series and then I end with the standalones and just figure out a place where they will fit. And then things generally look pretty good, in my opinion, but it does mean that it's completely chaotic. There is no rhyme or reason to where things are, except that that's where my mood told me to put them at the time. So I think that's how I'm gonna organize my shelves, because I wanna stay consistent and be true to me and just have a completely organized, disorganized mess. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. With all of that said, let's finally get into organizing these shelves, shall we? Yes! Okay, so I've run into a little bit of a problem, but I don't actually know if I don't think it's a problem. This isn't a problem at all. This is just gonna mean that I have to do things slightly differently. So, the bookcase that my husband and I picked up secondhand recently is missing a shelf. I present my cat, who has joined the video. She is very curious. But because this newest bookshelf was missing a shelf, means that one of these is gonna be down one. So what I've decided to do, both the outside ones, both my outside bookcases I'm gonna have as standard, and then the one that's in the middle, I'm gonna have this bigger top two shelves, which I'm gonna treat as like feature shelves or something. I don't really know what I'm gonna put on there yet, but that is, I guess, now going to be my background for my videos. So they're gonna be nice feature shelves of something. Okay, so I've moved all the books in from the hallway into this room, either onto the bookcases or I've dropped them on the floor. There's a lot of stuff on the floor right now, and I have a couple of questions to ask myself. So this pile right at the front, this is all Sanderson stuff. And what I need to figure out is where I want to put it, because this is all the excess Sanderson stuff that isn't on the bookcases I normally sit in front of, which are in my office next door. What I'm thinking is I might put it on the bottom here, along the bottom row, and just have it all there. Because initially I wanted to put it like over on this side at the bottom, but I needed to put the nonfiction somewhere, and I prefer to put the nonfiction over on the side and the Sanderson along the bottom than the other way around. But I do think I want to have some of the Sanderson actually visible on the shelf, so I might pull out like a select few things and just scatter them around. I know that we've got a complete duplicate of Era 1 Mistborn in the UK editions. So my version is next door, but we've got another one that I do have here. So I might put that somewhere higher up on the shelf so that you can see it. But I think the rest of the Sanderson's going down here. The next thing I have to figure out is what I'm doing with these shelves here, with my display shelves. What do I want to put on them? I think I want to put my Cassandra Clare books on one of them because I have some knickknacks and stuff that I can add in. It's just, do I want to have it on the top shelf or the second shelf? I just don't quite know yet. The other one, I think I want to put some of my newer books because I'm very enamored with them at the moment because they're new and shiny. And I also want to put the Mistborn trilogy. I think I'll put that there. Then I don't know what else to put on this shelf. So I guess I'll have to go through the books I have left and just see how I want to flesh it out, or if I want to put something else decorative there. I don't even know what decorative things I have. I'm not really a decorative person with a bookshelf. I kind of want to be. I like the idea of it. I've just never really had those things before, so haven't really put them on the bookshelf shelves. I do have a lot of knickknacks though, so I feel like I can get some knickknackage up in here. I think for the rest of the books, like, there isn't going to be a rhyme or reason of where I put them, except I think I wanted to go in X spot, so it's going to go there. The one caveat I have is authors need to stay together. So even if I think I've actually been pretty good at putting authors together already on the bookshelf. Like, I've got all of, I guess it's both Green Brothers, but the Green Brothers have their section at the moment, and all of the Grishaverse has its section at the moment. But any books I have that are by the same author have to go together. But otherwise, they can go wherever I want to put them. That is what I've decided. That is the chaos that I am creating today with this bookshelf. It is going to be chaotic and everywhere. So I decided to go through and actually try and sort the books by size in the end, so I could try and get things that are the same size relatively together. This is what I have ended up with. So this is largely a mess and still kind of disorganized. So we have lines of things that are all different sizes stacked together so I could easily see them, except for the stuff that's like right here at the front, where there's just kind of like a pile. Those are the things that didn't really have a size that fit with everything else. As I have this pile of books over here, these are the things that are in duologies, or there's two things by the author. I do have two V. Schwab books apparently, but I just stacked them on top of each other because I had already put one of them down in my lineup, so I thought I'd just put the other one on top, and hey, it was the same size, so that worked out perfectly. But now I'm going to put these on the bookshelves and see how it goes. that I don't have enough room for all my Cassandra Clare without having it real squished in. And even then, I don't know if I can get it all on one shelf. So what I've decided to do is she gets premium 2 shelves. She gets 2 shelves. So I'm going to move all of the Jim Butcher books down onto the shelf that I've just cleared off, and then just spread out the Cassandra Clare books all the way along. I considered doing her on both the top and bottom display shelves, but I thought that might be a bit too centralized, a bit too much, and I want to show off some other books as well. So I'm going to spread it out, spread it along. She's going to get 2 shelves. There's no other way around it. I have too many Cassandra Clare books, and I have things that I want to show off as well. Like, I want to show off some of the artwork, and I just can't turn anything out at the moment because I can't even fit them all on the same shelf. So that's what I'm gonna do. Well, here we have it, everybody. My completed bookshelves. I am so happy to finally have all of these books back on the shelves again. And I'm relatively happy with it. There are some changes that are gonna get made. Some things that might move around. There's also still books that need to eventually go onto these bookshelves. We are getting another one, and all of our Sanderson will be coming in here eventually, so I've got to figure out what to do with that. It is still pretty bare of knickknacks, I must say, but that will change. I will move a lot of my other collectibles in here and put them on the shelves. So there'll be a couple of things that move around and change. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I think my Cassandra Clare shelves turned out really, really nice. I get to show off both Chain of Gold, which I think is a gorgeous cover, and I love this copy that I've got because it's metallic-y as well. Like when you move the book around, it looks so good. And then I also have these gorgeous dust covers for Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron as well, which I just love. They're so pretty. They do pick up finger marks really easily though, which really annoys me, but they're so pretty otherwise. And we've got my Shadowhunter Codex little bookend that I got with the Illumicrate Infernal Devices collectible trilogy. I think it's Illumicrate. It's one of the boxes. They had the Infernal Devices as pretty hardcovers, so I got that. And I got a bunch of goodies with it as well. So I got this little bookend thing. I don't actually know what I'm meant to do with these. I have been doing nothing with it so far, but I've just put my bookmarks in it. So that's what it's going to do now. It can hold my bookmarks. And I have Will, Jem, and Tessa up here. They also came with the Illumicrate books. They can now sit with all my Cassandra Clare books. True to form, a lot of the rest of these shelves are completely wild and there is no organization to them. I say this is an organization video. What I mean is I put books back on shelves. That's what this video is. There's not that much organization happening, but my books are now on the shelves and they now look very good. So I am incredibly pleased with this. I will be doing a bookshelf tour to show just how chaotic all of this is. So stay tuned for that video, which will be coming out very, very soon. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Let me know down below how you organize your bookshelves. Do you have a system, or are you like me and are just chaos personified? That's what I am. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when that bookshelf tour is coming out, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.